Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, and I'm going to be completely transparent. I was thinking about not doing this video this morning. I woke up really, really tired. But as always, I tuned into spirit, and I did some. I've been, my thing, guys, is always to be learning, always to be growing, always to be challenging myself because I can feel that there's something that is coming up that needs to be released or transformed or dealt with in some way. So I did a energy healing with a teacher online last Saturday, and it was really, really good. And so I bought his book, one of his books anyway. And so if you've not heard of Richard Mannix, Mannix, and you feel drawn to him or you resonate with moving forward in your journey, I would take a look at him. I'm really, really enjoying his book. I probably will post about it in the group. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, guys. So I actually, excuse me. Sorry about that. I think the allergies are starting, although winter showed back up this morning when I was reading. So that's what I did this morning is I started reading, because in the mornings I need to be quiet for a while, whether it's meditating or reading something that fills my spirit, or sometimes just reading fun, just to take some downtime out of my own consciousness. We're human. We have stuff, sometimes we just want to escape it, and finding positive ways for escapism is the way to go at this point in my life. There's no more drinking. There's no more being a fool. So now I read spiritual texts and have conversations with all of you. So that's what I'm up to. So total transparency, I wasn't thinking about doing, because I'm going to be on tonight at 7 o'clock. So for those of you who are just finding me, my name is Melissa. I'm an evidential medium. I teach classes. I'm an IET master instructor teacher. And my goal is just to help the light workers that are coming to me. My intention is always to be beneficial to those find me who need me. And I do. I find that people who find me have something very in common with me on some level. So I feel bad for you, because I know you've been through it. I know you've been through it a lot, many times, many lifetimes, this lifetime, many traumas, many things that you tried really, really hard to put together and it didn't work out. Many, many times you tried to have something that didn't work out. Many, many times you tried and tried and tried. And I get it. The struggle is real. But we have to keep going. We have to keep trying. And that's what this channel is all about. Ways in which to do that. Ways in which to partner and co-create your reality with spirit, with God consciousness, living your authenticity, living your purpose. And so, that's what this is all about. My whole journey, my whole spirit. That's what this is about. So I turned on my computer and it was 9:33, and I thought, well, there's confirmation that I'm going to pop on today. I do try to be here every day, but again, I woke up and I still feel really tired. I feel like I can't keep my eyes open. So I don't know if it's the energies. I'm going to have to look at the astrology and see what the planets are doing today, but boy, do I feel like just heavy. So I'm drinking half calf coffee. I do tend to like the half calf better. So, tonight, Tuesday Tarot, 7 p.m., I will be here. I'll try to be my best. But that is when I do pull a free card for those of you who join me. And it will be in the description box a way to donate to the channel if you do want more of a longer reading. If you're someone that really does feel like you need more than just the one card. With the donation, I do tap into your energy and I do pull more cards and use the deck that I'm called to for you, so that you can get a personalized message. It's a small donation. Anything over $5 starts the making sure that, number one, you get a reading in the hour, and then number two, it is a lengthier reading. And for those of you who are struggling financially, I think it's probably the most economical way to work with me at this point. So I know that is there for you. That is there for you. So that being said, you can go to guidance311.com always and book a session with me, whether you want a reading to connect to a crossed over loved one, a little guidance for your own situation, or if you are looking for the energy healing and integrated energy therapy. So all of that information is at guidance311.com. Whew, all right, I'm going to go back to the Guardian Angel Messages by Radleigh Valentine for us today. I don't know where that all came from, guys. I didn't plan on doing a spiel, but I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and listening to me. For those of you just finding me, welcome. For those of you who've been here, welcome. If you've not checked out Guidance 311, the group, I would encourage you to do that. Just know if you're finding me that you are a light worker, that you are empathic in some way, that the people that really are finding me are really starting to come into the knowingness and the gifts, where you do know that you know more, or that you do feel the vibes around you, or you are able to tune into the people around you, or you are receiving messages from spirit that you now are ready to trust and act on. So that's what the classes are all about. And I do have a class starting in April for those of you who feel like you're just starting on your journey and you are looking for some help with that. So the intuitive guidance course would be for you if you really feel like you're ready to partner with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters in a way that you can now trust and act on it. And we do use cards so that you do have a way to validate what you are feeling, seeing, hearing, and knowing. And then you can take that information and you can do readings for yourself to help indicate your own energies and what's going on in your experience, or to help someone else to inform their situation. And it really is information, guys. You know, readings, be very careful. I've been running into so many people lately that want a fortune teller. They want to know how it's going to happen. They want to know when it's going to happen. That's God. That's the universe. That's you joining up the dots in the matrix. That is, what you put out is what you get back. So I'm not a fortune teller, but what we do is we partner, we co-create our experience with our team of guides, angels, and ascended masters so that we can start living in alignment. We don't have to go through all the bumps and bruises. We don't have to bump our nose. We don't have to keep getting dumped out of situations. When we know what spirit is bringing to us to help us on our path, our journey, why we are here, co-creating our reality, partnering. That's all that means. Co-creating means you're partnering. You're getting in tune with the energies. You're getting in tune with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters. And they're pointing you in a direction. And you have the free will. You can go in that direction or not go in that direction. That is up to you. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to have an experience that we want to have. And so if you want to have an experience with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, so you know, okay, this is the road I need to go on because that's the road for me. This road over here that I keep getting bumped off, it's not for me. Maybe it's what I really, really want, or what I thought I really, really wanted. But for some reason, I'm being guided in this other direction. That is always going to be the direction for you. That is always going to take you to the grace and ease in which you want to have your life experience. It's going to take you into the happiness. It's going to take you into the abundance, the financial abundance, the prosperity, the abundance of authentic people in your life, of relationship that feels good. It's about trusting. A leap of faith is just that, a leap of faith, trusting in what you're being brought to and jumping in, knowing that you're safe. Surrendering the how and the when, that no one can tell you your fortune. But you can feel your way in a way that feels really good. You can feel your way in the way that you know you're on the right road. That is what this is all about. That is what this is all about. If anybody out there is telling you that this is going to show up on this date, no, they're fortune telling. No one can tell you when something's going to happen or how it's going to happen. That is for the universe, your higher consciousness. It's going to show up how, and it's going to show up when, the way it is meant for you. You have to surrender. You have to say, okay, I'm going to give this to you, God, or God consciousness, or whoever you believe in, your higher self, your crossed over loved ones. You got this. I don't. I will just do what I can do in my experience until it gets here in the way that it's meant to get here for me. So please, if you're getting readings from anybody that's saying they know, don't buy into any fortune tellers. There are no fortune tellers. But if you want to co-create your reality, if you want to partner with your team, tap into the energy, that I can help you with. That I'm here for you all day long. And so what I do every day here is I read the energies. What is out there in the energy field? The cards are just an informant. They just help us. And so that's what the intuitive guidance course is all about. It's about learning how to use cards to inform the energies, to help you know what the energies are for the person that you're sitting with, for yourself, for the collective. If that's what you want to do, pull cards for the collective, you can do that. I just want you to be careful. Nobody can tell you, nobody can definitively give you what's going to happen on X day. If they are, they're charlatans. It's not the way it works. Good morning, Miss Kay. Good morning, Annette. Good morning, Natalia. Hello, Tegan. Welcome. Hey, Thomas. Good morning. And I guess I was brought to bring that to you because I don't know if that's someone that's here or someone that will watch this on the replay that's been really maybe spending a lot of money or really trusting someone who maybe isn't, I don't want to say not trustworthy, but you just have to be careful where people are coming from that do this work. Be discerning about who you're going to and trusting. Be very discerning. If it doesn't feel right, if there's something feels off, that's not your person. It just means that they got something going on. You know, some people aren't able to separate spirit and information coming in from you from themselves. So sometimes you have to be careful that you're not getting a reading through someone's lens of betrayal or someone's lens of guilt or someone's lens of unforgiveness or unworthiness. So you want to be careful who's doing the reading for you and are they injecting any of their own stuff into it. Be very discerning. Be very discerning. If you're told something in a session and it just doesn't feel right, then don't accept it. Because your higher self is going to give you a warning each and every time, no matter what the situation is. Your gut is going to let you know if you're on the right road. Sandra, I do. I am a medium, honey. I'm an evidential medium. I am. I don't do them publicly because sometimes information comes through you really don't want put out on a public forum. Those messages are very, very personal. But I do these readings to help you to navigate the energy so that you can make the most informed decision for your life experience at this time. All right. Whew, I don't know where that came from today, but Spirit had a message for us, guys, before I even started the message. All right. So, Queen of Water. Loving, giving, Mel, this is why they brought it to me. Because many of you are coming into your psychic gifts. Many of you are coming into being able to feel, see, hear, and know spirit. And so it's going to be very important that you understand that it's not about fortune telling. It's not about seeing the future. There's many, many different timelines. There's many, many choices and decisions, free will choice. There's many, many things that factor into how things will play out for someone or yourself. And so you have to be open to all of those avenues. So you can see what direction you'll be going in, but it doesn't necessarily, you're not going to necessarily know exactly how that direction is going to look until you make the choices and decisions that inform it. So just know that you always have free will choice. And if you're not working with someone who's coming from that place of love and is doing their own work, making sure that they're not getting information through their own lens of any lower vibrational frequency, any lens of betrayal, revenge, guilt, anger, unworthiness. You just be very, very discerning, guys. But for many of you, it's you're getting the information. You're waking up. You're starting to receive information in a new way. These energies are bringing it to us. The downloads that we've been receiving for the past 3 months. Very, very important. And now you're going to start experiencing what you've been given at the cellular and DNA level that's been woken up within you. So knowing that you know, but you don't know how you know. Oh my gosh, I knew that. How did I know that? Ooh, I saw that coming. I don't know how I saw that coming, but I saw it coming. Ooh, I felt that. How did I feel that? Where did that come from? That's your psychic ability. That's your intuition. That is your connection to spirit. And it's beautiful and it's amazing and it's transformative and transcendent. Trust it. Believe in it. I'm so sorry, Sandra. Yes, Thomas. Yeah. We absolutely do have the ability to change our own situation by manifesting what we do want, by walking away from what no longer serves us. Getting very clear about how we're inviting those thoughts in, getting very clear about how we feel about things. Good morning, Mary. Sandra, grief is a process, and make sure you go through the process, honey. Speaking of scammers, speaking of fortune tellers, so yes, a lot of you have been getting the ascension codes. A lot of you have been getting the downloads. And so now you're starting to experience what those downloads are all about. And so very important to get rest, drink a lot of water, take care of yourself, get grounded, and reach out. Reach out for a mentor, reach out. There's many books out there that you can read that can help you. Getting into groups where you can talk about your experiences and get the help that you need to understand it. Very, very important that you don't get isolated or feel isolated. And again, be discerning about who you work with. And if something doesn't feel right, it's okay to go in a different direction. Yeah, the 5 of air. It's okay to reassess. It's okay to say, I thought that was working for me, but it's not. I got to go in a different way. Thank you, Sandra. I took care of it, hopefully. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to say, well, I've been working with this person or this situation for a really long time, but it's not feeling right anymore, or it's not feeling like I'm getting what I need anymore, so I've got to go in a new direction. You can always step out of situations, relationships, jobs, whatever it is, through love. You can always step out of it and go, this isn't working for me anymore. Maybe it worked for me for the past 5 years, but it doesn't work for me anymore. And it's okay to reassess. It's okay to make a change. As long as you're doing it from that loving place, as long as you're doing it from that heart center, without any drama, without any anger, without any bitterness, just be like, this isn't working for me anymore. I can move on. And I can leave the situation or the relationship or the people or whatever it is in the past without any anger, without any resentment. I can just go move on in my new direction and I'm okay. Because it is about balance. It's about you balancing your energies in a way that works for you. A lot of this reassessment that you're going to be going through is because what is right for you is not what was right for you. So what's right for you is different than what it has ever been before. And you're going to have people around you going, oh, that feels uncomfortable. What do you mean you're going in that direction? No. That's not safe and stable. They're doing that because they love you, but they don't understand that you're different. You're not the same energetic signature. Your vibrational frequency has changed. It's shifted. It's moved up. So getting into balance is going to be really, really important. Having self-control. Having everything in moderation. For years and years and years, I struggled with my weight because I felt like I had to deprive myself to lose weight. And what I'm feeling for us today is it's like you don't have to deprive yourself of anything, just in moderation. So maybe you have a best friend that you really, really love, but they're so low vibrational frequency. You don't have to cut them out completely, but maybe you lessen the time that you spend with them until you get to a place where you can handle their energy again as you go through this transition. Because it is time for you to go into learning, into finding where you belong, coming into new ways of being and doing, new traditions, new ways of being and doing. And you're going to do that with new people. And so there are going to be some old people, very old relationships that may not understand what you're going through right now. And through love and compassion, understand why they're feeling so concerned for you. They don't want you going anywhere. They don't want you changing the relationship. But it's going to. It's going to. And that's okay. So this wise counselor is coming in to say, you've got everything you need within you to make the changes that you need to make. Number 5 is in numerology is all about change. And it's good change. It's positive change. It's change taking you in that which is for you, in the direction that takes you into the new relationship that is balanced, the new relationship that is fulfilling, the new job that is abundant. But you've got to listen to your intuition when it's telling you to get out of something. The Queen of Water is saying, we're coming in to help you to know to go in the direction that you need to go for yourself at this time. You're going to have to make changes and decisions. You're just going to have to make the change. Like, if you don't make the changes, that's when you could end up in a tower moment. We don't want to do that. We don't want to be dumped out of something that feels so uncomfortable and scary. No, you can do this by just reassessing where you are and making those small and necessary movements that will take you in the direction that will feel good. So the Page of Fire is coming in. Creative, enthusiastic, motivated. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to move. That's why the wise counselor is coming in, because the wise counselor is coming in saying, you have everything you need. You're protected. You have the information. Look at these people coming in. You've got all kinds of people coming in. So the wise counselor and the Queen of Water are in here saying, we've got you. You're okay. And they're both women. So it's very divine feminine energy going, we're going to take you into the creative. We're going to take you into the nurturing. We're going to take you into the loving situations that are going to feel good. But the Page of Fire is saying, but you got to go. There's no not going. You got to get enthusiastic. You got to tap into your creativity. Because this energy is going to motivate you. And if you're making the choices and decisions that you want, then you're not going to have a tower moment. And I'm feeling like these changes, these reassessments is just that, reassessments. Very micro, minute changes that will make the biggest difference. So I think what I'm feeling is that, again, if you've got people in your life that are difficult to be around, you can be around them, but maybe not just as much. Or maybe you've got people that are pulling on you all the time and you just start saying no on occasion. You don't have to make big changes here, but you've got to start making the changes that you're being guided to make. that's going to bring you more into balance, that's going to allow you to have the life experience that you want to have. I saw a guitar a week or so ago, and that's what prompted me to do a song a day for someone. I took the action as I wanted that. This morning, I saw a Facebook comment from someone. It may not come to be as that person has choice, but it keeps my hope. I will choose to be open to that comment whenever it comes. Yeah. Sandra. So, you may have to step back. And those people that are depending on you, but they really can take care of themselves, it may be time to help them to take care of themselves, to not be so dependent on you so that you can have the space and time that you need to go through what you're going through emotionally. Taking the time to honor your emotions, so important. As humans, the emotional body is the one that we can ignore the easiest. But it's the one that affects us the most when we ignore it. It brings in the negative experiences. It allows things to go in a not great direction. Your emotions affect your vibrational field. And you don't want lower vibration. You want higher vibration. You want to start drawing in the abundance. You want to start having the grace and ease. You want to start having the prosperous relationships that feel good. Yeah, it's time. It's time. Reassessment. Just they're showing me make tweaks as they come up, and don't be afraid to make them. Maybe you don't say no to a person and you just need to start saying no to them on occasion. Maybe you need to put yourself first on occasion. Makes a difference. It makes a difference. Okay. Let's get an advice to go with this. Oh, and I've been pulling the angel, Ask Angels by Melanie Beckler to get an angel to come in to help us every day for the past week. And synchronicity, I love it. Oh my gosh. I was actually looking at stories this morning, and I never do, so I was called to do it. And one of my friends from the Lightworkers Connection Circle posted Archangel Raziel. If you watched yesterday's video, Archangel Raziel came through to let us know that he's here to support us with our finances. So if you didn't look at yesterday's video, totally do that. But I felt like, Archangel Raziel's in the house. He is here. He's helping us all financially. He's helping us all find that prosperity. He's all helping us with that abundance. Things are shifting, guys. Things are getting better. And I know if you look at the news, and I know if you look at other things, you're like, what the is she talking about? But energetically, we're shifting. So stay positive, stay praying for everything that's going on, stay praying for yourself. Remember, request a most benevolent outcome. Let's lift up the energies and shift together. We'll shift for each other and we'll shift for the collective. Yeah, that card was here yesterday. So this is a learning experience. What you're going through, making those tweaks, making those adjustments, it's growing you because you're not used to doing it. You're not used to taking time for yourself. You're not used to putting up boundaries with others. You're not used to, coming into connection with spirit. You're shining your light and you're not used to it. For some of you, you're going to be shining your light like Thomas, where you're actually putting yourself out there and you're being seen on this bigger platform. For some of you, you're just shining your light in your family, but it makes a difference. It all makes a difference, guys. However you shine your light, shine it. Come from love. Share your compassion. Give your forgiveness. That's what this energy is bringing us to do. That's what the divine feminine that's rising up is coming in to do. That's why we got all those women in the cards today. That's the divine energy, feminine energy showing up going, we're here. And we're shifting. We're shifting out of this patriarchy that has held us creatively. It's held us in hostage creatively. It's held us in hostage being in connection with each other in a positive way. We're releasing it together. together. Did not see this message going this way today. Yeah, Thomas, all new. You're welcome, Sandra. Yeah, yesterday's reading was really cool. Like, we ended up getting like a very message with a message yesterday. So if you didn't look at Mondays, please do. Oh, and we got 2. Oh, there you go. He's here. He's like, I have to show up again. This was the card from yesterday, Psychic Senses. So yes, I love it. Oh, I love it. This is totally, big time confirmation. Look at this. Psychic Senses and Psychic, Queen of Water, Psychic. So yes, many of us, I would say all of us, if you're watching me, you're stepping into it. You're shifting. You are starting to receive information in new ways. You're starting to receive information in a way that you can't ignore it anymore. You're starting to receive information so loud and so clear, you're like, oh my gosh. Yes, Natalia, me too. Hey, Mary. So yes, for those of you stepping into your psychic senses for and create is right behind it with Archangel Michael. So for many of you, it is about creating and co-creating your reality by getting in touch with your psychic senses, getting into alignment for what is for you. Spirit's like, we're here. We're here. God consciousness, the crystalline white light of God consciousness is here. It's flowing into your experience. It's bringing you clear, loud, insistent, repetitive messages. They're going to keep bringing them until you do something with it. I promise you. Decades. Okay? Decades. Hard-headed, stubborn. So they're going to keep bringing you those messages until you do something. Co-create your reality. Get into connection. Start trusting and acting on what you're receiving. They're hammering this message today. You're starting to receive information in your senses, your other senses, your clairs. It's not just about your 3D 5 senses. It's about your spiritual senses, your claircognizance, your clairsentience, your clairaudience, your clairvoyance. It's all coming in. And again, they're repetitive. If you take any class with me, I will bring this home. They bring the messages until they get them to you, until you take the action. They'll bring it in many ways. They'll bring it in signs. And in some cases, they'll dump it in your lap so hard there's nothing you can do but go, okay, I got it. I got it. Hi, Anna Chris. Welcome. I have synchronicity experience in taking notes, the words, phrases I collected since 2020, but when I was a kid, yeah. Anna Chris, it's not that you're no longer receiving them. You may be receiving them in a new way. All right, so stay open. You got this. And the intuitive guidance course, guys, starts in April. So if you're someone that really does need help with someone to help partner with you in learning how to receive and understand and trust and act on what you are receiving, that's what the intuitive guidance course is all about. Take a look at the outline. Go to guidance311.com. The link to the actual page is in the description box for the page for the class. Just hit the link. Take a look at it. I've outlined all 5 nights. And we're going to use cards so that you can get the validation. And really, that's all cards do. They're validating what you're receiving. And for some of you, you don't even recognize you're receiving it, but you are. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. All right. For some reason, I'm being called to a mystical wisdom. So we're going to Here, grab another card. The message is not over. So for some of you, they want to come through and just remind you that confrontation, pick your battles. You don't want to. Some people really are not going to understand what you're going through. They're not going to understand why you need boundaries. They're not going to understand why you need to take time for yourself, because they've been so selfish in just taking from you that you putting any wall up from them taking from you is going to bump against them. And for some, it's not even worth it to fight with them. Just walk away, because they're not going to be able to hear what you're saying. They're not going to be able to understand what it is that you're needing, because they're in their own stuff so hard. Yeah. So don't get into the confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. Only pick the ones you know can hear you when you're coming to them with new information. And if you're dropping down into your heart and you're coming from a place of love, they can hear you. But if you're really talking to someone who is in their fear and it ramps up your fear, that's when you end up battling. That's when the confrontation happens, because you can't hear each other. But if you're coming from love, you drop down into your heart and you speak from your love, that's the energy of your words. They can receive that. So if you really can't drop down into your heart, like the emotion is too much, then walk away until you can. That is the best way to handle that. Yeah, because it's time. It's time to get into happy dolphin energetic energy, where we want to be happy. Awesome, Natalia. Awesome. Yeah, we want to be happy. And we want to be in cooperation. And that's what this energy is all about. It's about getting out of competition. It's about letting go of the competition. We're coming into cooperation. And that's what this dolphin energy keeps bringing into us. Like, it's all about being the family. It's all about being together. It's all about cooperating, supporting each other, loving each other. Hello, Zanelle. So if you are in a situation where that person can't hear you and all they want to do is fight, walk away until they can hear you. Walk away until they can find forgiveness or feel the love that's coming towards them from you. If they're not in the dolphin energy, you can't make them be there. All you can do is wait to see if they get there. And some people may not. That is their journey. And that's sometimes we have to recognize that. We can love someone so hard that we want them to be who we see them or their potential to be. Doesn't mean they're going to get there, guys. Doesn't mean they're going to do the work. Doesn't mean they're going to love themselves enough. Because it's not about loving you, it's about loving themselves. And if they can't love themselves enough to make the changes and choices and decisions that are best for everyone, there's nothing you can do but go in a different direction. Walk away. If they're meant to be in your life, if their road converges back with yours, then you're good. But if it doesn't, pray for them. Love them from afar. Because it's about going into the direction that you are going to find and be with the people that will love you authentically, that will give to you as much as you give to them. So if you're in a situation where you're not in a cooperative energy, then all you can do is take yourself out of it. Especially if what you're saying that can't be heard, can't be received. And it can't be received, it's not because of how you're saying it. It's because of their own block, because of their fear, their guilt, their shame, their betrayal, their unworthiness, their anger. That's not on you, that's on them. So you got to let it go. Not easy. Flippin' sucks most of the time. But it's about learning to love yourself so much that you don't take the shit anymore. You don't take the scraps anymore. You're better than just scraps. Gotta let it go. And it hurts and it's devastating. And it's not what you want. But you have to save yourself. You have to love yourself enough to save yourself. All right. We're going to get an Ask Angel. Angel answers. Angel answer. Let's see where this message is going. Yeah. So those of you who are in difficult situations right now, just know you're moving in a different direction. You're moving in a positive direction. There's no need to worry. The money's on its way. The job is on its way. The relationship is on its way. The people are on their way. The floodgates are opening. Stay in positive expectations. Stay in gratitude. Request your most benevolent outcome. Do what you can do. And then leave it there. If you're in a situation, you've done everything you can do. You've done your gratitude journal. Move on with your day. Move on with whatever you need to do that's outside of it. Don't stay in it. Don't worry about it. You don't want to draw worry energy into you. You don't want to draw fear energy around it. Just stay in the positive expectation. Everything is working out for my highest and greatest good. And then go do something else. Take a nap. Take a walk. Do something fun. Binge watch. Something. Do what you need to do to get yourself away from the worry. Good morning, Mandy. Stay in the present moment. So if you're doing the housework, do the housework. But stay in the present moment of the housework. Don't worry as you're doing those tasks. When the worry thought comes in, you've got to see it for a worry thought and be like, nope, not thinking that right now. And I can't tell you how many years I would actually have the worry thought come in and I would think that, nope, not thinking that right now. No, I'm going to think about this over thing over here. I'm going to read this book, or I'm going to watch this video, or I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to call that person and reconnect. I'm going to take a walk, get some exercise, get outside and ground. Be intentional with where you're putting your energy. That is how you co-create your reality. By being intentional with where you put your energy, you tell the universe, I feel important, I am important, I respect myself, and I want those good things to come to me. Get in the receiving mode. When you're worrying and staying in fear energy, you're not in receiving mode. You cannot receive. You're blocking it. That don't feel good. To see everybody else around you getting all the things you want and you're not, and you're like, you're blocking it. You're blocking it. And for some of us, we have to get into healing. We have to do some healing to unblock ourselves because there are unconscious blocks that we're holding on to. So let me know. I've got the IET. Yep, I have to remember to surrender or yeah, Thomas, absolutely. Surrender is such a big concept, guys. Letting go of the how and the when something's going to appear. It takes practice. It took me years to really get into that ability to surrender, and I still struggle with it. And there are times when I find myself worrying and I'm like, oh no, it's coming. And I have to get quiet to get myself back into surrender. Yeah. It's you got to be careful of the distractions. Really being intentional with where you're putting your energy, because the distractions will come in and swoop energy away from you without you even realizing it. You're like, I just lost an hour on TikTok. How did that happen? We have to be very intentional and very aware. All right, guys. I will be back tonight at 7 o'clock to do Tuesday Tarot. I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love. This was not the video I thought it would be today, but they never are, and it's always good. Oh, Anna Chris, get out of your room. Get out of your room. Go do something. Take a walk. Take a salt bath. Meet up with someone. Get out of your room, honey. You're hindering your progress. You're hindering the blessings getting to you. I know it's hard. Take a shower. Brush your teeth. All right. Awesome, Natalia. Thank you, Annette. Thomas, that means you need to silence your phone. You need to put it in another room or you need to put it on airplane mode, but you need to silence it. All right, because what they're showing me is you're stubbing your own toe. So, all right, guys, I will see you all later. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy your Tuesday, guys. See you tonight.